Hate so many things.
Yeah, but I don't hate you.
And you don't hate the fact that Fighters February 8th is finally here. Boom! How's that for a transition?
Man, fuck you. That was actually good.
Get that up, yeah. Anyways, welcome to the yearly event that everybody knows and loves that isn't Summer of Fighters. It isn't. It's
That's
a
right.
different thing. Get
Yeah.
your head out of your ass, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, welcome to E-Town Live's very time-honored tradition where we're going to do nothing but fighting games all month. And obviously, we're going to start with Virtua Fighter because, well, not only is it this year's aesthetic, but, you know, this is going to be a good year for VF since we got R.E.V.O right here. Virtua Fighter 6 is on the way. Miles is now here. Hi, Miles.
Hi, Miles.
Poppin'.
What happened? I thought you had that thing.
It got done.
That's
Okay,
right.
then. Let me hold on.
Let's
Let me
turn
turn
it up.
off. No, wait, let me turn off the screen so I can invite Miles.
What's Miles?
Shut your whore mouth, would you?
Look, all right.
A deer.
I'm currently
A
in.
cute deer.
I'm sorry. A deer made
You
of.
asked. You fucking asked.
Look. We can talk about deers later. I'm focusing on the Ray.
Anyways, Virtua Fighter 5 R.E.V.O, the newest re-release. Virtua Fighter has finally gone to rollback. Do we need to say anything more? I don't think so. Okay, how do I get out of here? Switch to being player. There we go.
Hey, I'm just happy that we're finally got Virtua Fighter on PC that isn't just a port of the Genesis Virtua Fighter 2 game.
Yeah, same here.
All right, I guess I'm going with Frostey. Let's do it.
That's right. We're gonna spectate.
All right, I gotta boot up Steam. Actually, I did not have Steam open.
You know who
All right,
is?
I'm on.
All right, everybody. I want a good, clean fight.
Is that one of those Daruma faces on his gut?
Maybe.
Eric, where'd you post a link to the stream?
He didn't.
In Fighters February 8th? The channel?
That's right.
Oh, there we go.
I must say, Frosty, very good choice with Takarashi being your first pick.
He was my
It's
first
important.
pick, the first pick in Final Showdown, so I figured why not.
As
Very
president. I
Is
was
the
gonna
stream
say,
not up?
Oh no, because we're spectating. I mean, the Twitch stream's up.
No, it's not.
What?
Fighters February 8th has finally begun, and I totally didn't forget to hit start streaming. No, sir. Not at
Yes, you
all.
did.
No. Someone else can play in my start. I gotta get the Steam back for a
I know
little
this is
bit.
what we were doing.
Shut up. But yes, Fighters February 8th is here, and we are, of course, starting off of Virtua Fighter 5 R.E.V.O, the most recent Virtua Fighter with now included son of a
Roll
duster.
back netcode.
Rollback netcode.
I had
Roll back
such a good intro when we were not on stream, and it's gone.
I love the way he jiggles.
Well, it's not gone. I'll probably use that to edit in when I upload this to YouTube because that was too good not to do it. But regardless, we're here. We're in the future. We're playing Virtua Fighter 5 on PC with rollback. Is that anything else you'd want in life? Don't answer that because I know the answer is yes.
Maybe.
well, I mean, if we got Fighters Megamix or both the Vipers
That's later
games
in the
on
mo-
PC.
Oh. We'll get there later in the
I
month.
mean, I was talking about dedicated PC ports. I mean, there are ways you can play those games as is, and I speak as somebody that has Fighters Megamix and Vipers 1 already on Saturn.
For the short time I actually owned a Saturn, I had Megamix. That and the crappy version of Daytona USA. I ended up selling both, but I kind of wish I had at least kept on to Mega Mix. Also, hey Rich, how you doing? He's in chat.
Yeah,
Hi,
Rich.
Rich.
Speaking of
Sorry,
Saturn, right
I'm
there on
posting the
Frosty's
link
back.
Sorry, I'm going silent. I'm posting the link of the stream to other servers.
That's right.
Thank you. Anyways, just in case someone here is new and you don't know what Fighters February is, do I gotta? Oh, there we go.
Yes, you do.
Shut up. Virtual Fighters February is E-Town's long-running 8 years in a row special where we do nothing but fighting games throughout the month of February. It's literally right there on the tin. I don't gotta explain shit.
But you did, though.
That's the point of the joke, you dillweed.
I'm coming to your house, and when I do, I'm doing Splash Mountain on you.
We're doing best of 3 sets of 3. Interesting.
Wait, is that not how that works?
No, you set it up weird.
Usually it's
Isn't
set
it-
up so it's like, okay, usually Virtua Fighter is done first of 3 in a set of best of 3.
Well, it's all the matches are on 2. I noticed.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Usually it's first of 3 sets of first of 3.
Well, then I guess we'll fix it when we get back to the menu.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Sorry, that was a little snappy of me. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, don't worry. I'm used to it.
Not talk.
Well, don't say it like that.
Yeah, nice. He just be like that.
Okay, I'm just gonna pivot to the question I always ask. Virtua Fighter, what's everyone's familiarity? How'd you get here?
You've asked that 3 years in a row.
Boy. Well, I mean, we gotta start the stream somehow.
Yeah, it's called starting a conversation, you dip.
About 5. You never asked us
Yes,
about that.
If you want me to tell you where I got my start with Virtua Fighter,
He said it. I win.
I
Do
miss
this 2
though.
more times.
I missed the animations
Okay,
where you
let's
would literally
go,
just bulk up
menu.
in the middle of it. You know?
Oh, I can't change nothing until y'all are. Okay.
You should be able to finish it. It'll take place next match. I got my start with Virtua Fighter when I was a child. There was an arcade in the mall in Auburn that had a Virtua Fighter 1 cabinet along with so many other games. And that was my entry point to the series. Back when I wasn't really like, I was a child and I wasn't like really into fighting games like I was like when I was like 8 or 9. I was like probably like 6. What really got me into Virtua Fighter as a teenager?
Oh no, he's manhandling me.
I played a lot of VF4 on the PS2. Didn't really get to play it with other people. Then Virtua Fighter 5, I rented on a 360, and I played with my sibling.
Outsider's
Final
Edge?
PS4.
No, that's the Outsider's Edge. That's definitely how Scott Hall did that.
Wait, that wasn't Splash Mountain?
I think.
That
Well,
was a Crucifix Powerbomb.
yeah. So
That's
everyone.
his Splash Mountain.
Here,
Why am I
already up there.
why am I still on the bat? What the hell?
I don't
Because
know.
you won.
Wait,
Oh,
no, I won.
No, 8 won.
I 8-star one.
okay,
Okay.
let's.
Is this thing set properly?
Yes, it's 3-2. It's that, like
Okay,
you said.
Cool. So then
We gotta
let's,
give it back to them or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
Okay, it's 8-star and robot. Oh shit. Oh, how do I skip? Fuck.
Just
Just smash-
triangle and click Q last self.
I see.
There
Oh,
we
I
go.
am next.
Okay.
Never mind who said anything. Alright, 8. I'm here to
That was
kick
weird.
your ass.
Is this true?
Yes.
Is this
Alright.
true?
Anyways, to bring it back to the.
Go on, Prince.
No, can I? Or are you gonna do a stick?
What? No, I was waiting for you to speak.
No. We were waiting for you to talk, dude.
Honestly, I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
tell. Also, is it still okay? There it goes.
It just takes a little bit for 8's game to load. Give him a sec.
My shit's on the lower end.
My history of Virtua Fighter. I had Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution on PS2, but I didn't play it a lot because while I liked fighting games back then, I really wasn't feeling Virtua. I needed something more like Street Fighter because I wasn't educated yet.
I think what like really got me obsessed with Virtua Fighter was like playing Virtua Fighter 5 on the 360, in which I played Xbox Live because the 360 version had online play, but the PS3 didn't, which was really weird.
What?
Yeah, that was like one of the selling points for the original 360 version of VF5.
That actually kind of ties into my
Hilarious.
history with Virtua Fighter as well. My history with Virtua Fighter kind of starts off with the fact that, well, Sonic the Fighters is technically the first AM2 made game that I had ever touched, specifically the Gems collection. And then eventually I found, Fighting Vipers and all that. But what got me interested was, if I recall, I saw a copy of Virtua Fighter 5 Vanilla for PS3 that was dirt cheap at a Bull Moose. I'm talking like dirt cheap, only like a few bucks, and I'm like, fuck it, this looks cool. It was also made by AM2, I'm curious. I give it a shot, and like, oh my god, I love this game. It's fucking amazing.
Hey, Viva.
This looks
She's in chat.
looks so clean.
Hi,
It
Viva.
feels so good. I
So
need to enjoy. I need to see more of it. And I got into the rest of the Virtua Fighter series, and as is, Virtua Fighter 3 is still probably one of my personal favorite Virtua Fighter entries of everything. Even if it's purely just because of the fact of that one glitch on Shun-Di's stage that I will not shut up about.
ever. He never does, but still, he's it is pretty funny.
But, yeah, I'm just happy that Virtua Fighter is now on modern PCs with the actual freaking, good online and all that, and everything available.
Pour
you
one
know?
out for the console players because they're getting the balance updates, but they're not getting rollback.
That sucks.
Womp womp.
Jeez,
Guys.
that...
That
Why
is really,
even
that is
bother?
like genuinely really rough.
I don't know, Frosty. They still got Virtual Fighter. That's a pretty good trade off if you ask me. Sorry, no, that's not a trade off. It's like it's still they still win at the end of the day.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
never
still,
been a huge
poor
fan.
guys.
I've always been a skeptical of balance updates.
To be fair, what do you mean? This is never mind. That's not the problem. The problem is they don't get rollback.
Yeah.
See, I'm just happy that, like, I'm able to finally play VF5 in its most complete edition of it without having to worry about having a new console, because for the longest time, I didn't even have a PS4, and I sure as hell am not going to get a PS5 or any X-Bone for a fair bit. So, having this available is exactly what I need, you know? Now I can finally enjoy Jean Cujo, who is quickly becoming one of my favorite characters in Virtua Fighter, even though I can't play him for shit.
Oh, you can play him for shit. Don't worry. He's all about striking, whereas Jeffrey's all about twisting. He's the fist to Jeffrey's twist.
Shit, why didn't I put Garuden back on the list? First of all,
Why
to play
didn't
some
you?
Baki.
Oh yeah, isn't Yujiro like playable in that game?
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
is,
is.
and he's extremely
he-
overpowered.
He can't even technically lose.
You know, we haven't heard Frosty and his history of Virtua, so Frost, why don't you tell something?
so I used to be not as open-minded about fighting games, but I still like fighting games. And one of my first times I played fighting games was on emulators.
Shit, I clutched that out.
And then I started touching the PS3, and they announced
foot jump scare.
they announced Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, and I was glad they didn't have the disc version, because that meant that I wouldn't have to miss out. And one of the first things that interested me about this update is that they announced Taka Arashi. I'm like, what the fuck? There's a sumo and Virtua Fighter? And I just couldn't help but be very extremely interested, especially looking at his moveset. Admittedly, I'm not actually that good at Taka Arashi, despite my years as playing as him. But I remember playing Final Showdown a lot with a couple of friends, as well as a couple of really bad people that were in my life.
I'm sorry.
I also kept getting combo grabbed with his L Blaze. I don't want to mention his name because that'd be a disservice to myself.
Don't worry, you don't have to.
But I don't know, I just had bad memories of that guy.
Understandable.
But anyway, nonetheless, I still had fun despite that. And I don't know, it's always interesting to see what people main in this game. Because I keep hearing, what I used to hear about this game, about Virtua Fighter, is that whoever you main in Virtua Fighter is a deep indicator of what kind of person you are.
Oh. I like that idea.
I feel
like you're playing as the man, not the character.
Damn.
I always thought that quote was interesting.
So what does it say about me, 8?
You want to fist, you don't want to twist.
Which means he's on the side of the karate guys in Garuden, right?
That's correct.
I always thought it was just because he's a fabulous man.
I mean, there is that.
Yeah, he looks almost
nothing is not a
exactly like my
fabulous man.
boy. No.
Yeah, he does look like Farron's Griffin if he was a man.
I was actually going to
She
use his
was a man.
real name. His name is Steve. And there's an A in it. I just gotta figure out how to shoot on him with that.
Anyway, after I
Playfully, just in case he sees this, playfully shoot on him.
He doesn't watch our streams? I fucking knew it.
Anyway, I played the rest of the series after Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown.
Yeah.
Is it not gonna go?
Yeah, it's frozen on spectate for me.
Same.
What do you use? Press something on your end, maybe? Oh, there it is.
Oh, no, there we go. There we go.
All right, I now see something. The feed is off, and now you guys are challenging each other. All right, y'all beat each other's ass. Is there anything else you need to say about Virtua Fighter 4?
You can.
Oh right. I remember when I was younger, before I played VF4, I did play like the PC version of like VF Remix, I think, because Sega really liked putting out a lot of like budget re-releases of their PC ports in the early 2000s.
Yeah, because I remember seeing some of those at like Walmart.
Yep, that's
being sold
exactly
right next to the PC version of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Oh, yo, what Walmart are you going to? I never even saw anything like that.
The one there that's next to me, clearly.
The one in Farmington, back when it was like 2002 or 2003. They were in like the bargain bin area. They were dirt cheap. Hold on a second.
And almost reminds me of the time when I found freaking re-releases of like old Lego games over at the PC section of our Walmart. And that was like freaking that was like 2007 or so, if I recall. I do know that I think they were slightly tweaked to actually work on more modern systems at the time. Like Creator, Lego Island.
Oh, pardon me, sorry. Oh.
I never got those, unfortunately. I have the older versions of those Lego games, though. Whoa, what?
Okay.
Whoa.
Alright.
In order to gain an advantage, I ended up putting myself at a disadvantage.
Get set to get wet, Yuppie.
Fucking Ninja Escape.
Ninja luck.
Holy shit.
take a dip.
Do that again, please.
No.
Got the replay at least.
Miles, please hit him with that shit again. That was hilarious.
Nigga, you
The
can't even hit
opportunity
me with that shit
arises.
again. He's only asking you to do it because he knows he can't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna front. I like Virtua Fighter, but I don't mean I'm good at it.
I see, Paul Bearer. You can't do the dirty work, so you have your Undertaker do it for you.
Yes.
See?
After the set, I have to spectate to get the laundry. Yes.
I don't want to spectate. I want to play right now. That was roughly Taker's voice at the time.
Why'd he sound like that?
Because he was a dead man. And he listened to him talking in his normal voice now, and he's like, dang old country boy.
Dang on. Oh! Oh, shit!
One thing I love about a lot of the Virtua Fighter characters' designs and how they've evolved over the years is that they really haven't changed much in terms of like their general silhouette and like usual design. I know that 6 is looking to probably tweak things a little bit, but
I
like,
really cannot wait to see Shaw Brothers movie style Akira.
oh,
I'm
it's gonna
excited
look
for
fucking
that. I'm excited for that.
But at the same time, a lot of what Virtua Fighter looks like still looks identifiably Virtua Fighter without feeling like it's just simplified down or anything like that. I point over to like Kage's headband, which still just looks like the same low poly shapes that it's always looked like back in BF1, just a little bit more detailed.
Pardon me.
I don't know, just one of those things, one of those little things about Virtua Fighter that I've always enjoyed from its design standpoint.
Oops, nope. Don't do that.
Oh god.
Sorry, homie. Go for a swim.
Into the drink.
Oh,
Oh. Uh-oh. Alright, no more fucking around. I've got to go with the tried and true shit, you know what I'm saying?
I'm really happy with how this costume turned out.
He's supposed to be someone.
No, I just
Pardon me,
came
sorry.
up with it.
Boosh!
The miles with the ninja fit.
Hit them
Fury
with the
this and
Kaneko
enjoy.
Man shit.
Ooh, good fight, good fight, good fight.
This actually
Alright,
reminds
let me
me.
get in here.
Have I ever told on stream the story about this one Virtua Fighter cabinet that like used to be in like a town next to us, but has now once again vanished?
Go on.
Okay.
I know this
Listening.
story. I know this story.
Okay, so back during, what was it, 2007, 2008, back when we had a smaller arcade over near the mall over a few towns over, there was a Virtua Fighter cabinet there.
Pardon me, sorry.
And unfortunately, I didn't ever actually play it, sadly. This was before I was a bit more aware of Sega's other franchises outside of like Sonic and a few others, and I didn't even know what Virtua Fighter was, and the only fighting game that I ever actually played was obviously a few Dragon Ball games. But years later,
Please,
that
please,
arcade
no.
closes down. Huh?
No, sorry, I was just...
Yeah, he's rooting for my downfall, the son of a bitch.
Please, continue, sorry.
Alright. So that arcade closes down. Now I think it's like a freaking baseball cap store. If not, it's that one store that sells all the freaking ironed-on, scungy-ass t-shirts. You guys know the kind. You ever been to, like, a beach with a bunch of storefronts that have those printed-on stuff
Yeah, like
on
Muff's
them?
Diving School. Love those.
Oh, great,
Yeah.
buddy. That's a really cute little joke there.
Fuck
But-
you, man.
Years later, I'm driving around in the more northern towns of Maine. I take a stop over at this place called the freaking, what was Walt's Place. Yeah, it's somewhere around, like, Lewiston. And I see, oh, hey, they have arcade stuff there? I'm curious. I take a stop, I take a pit stop in, I look in, I see, oh, hey, they have some cool shit here. They have the Elvira pinball machine.
Is it the one that where she flashes her tits?
Yes.
It's a
Does
real
it do
thing. Look it
that?
up. Doesn't it?
No, she never does that in that game.
Where have I heard that then?
This sounds like some urban rumor shit. But
Yeah, like
Definitely sounds like a classic urban legend.
Okay,
like
let's
some
just
old
assume that
Raider
I'm
movie.
listening to
Anyways.
bullshit then.
granted, that would be interesting to have there. But yeah, they have Arcade Mario Bros. Xeno something.
Xenophobe?
It's just
3 players.
Xenophobe, yeah,
Yeah, Xenophobe.
3 players. I actually saw it over at not round one, freaking Fun Spot
Some
last year.
weirdy thing made by the Rampage guys.
I like it. So yeah, we're getting off track.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. But then over in a dedicated room in the back, next to I think they had a pool table next to it. I see a Virtua Fighter cabinet, and like I think, wait a minute, I've seen this one before. And it works. It legitimately works. I don't know why, but the one that was over at the other mall was just unplugged, or when it was functioning, it had the stage showing, but the characters weren't showing for some reason.
That's so
Well,
weird.
But yeah, here it was, fully functional, and I'm like, oh shit, it's here.
Alright,
It's
let me get in the
alive.
mix.
I'll be right back.
And yeah, I just,
Okay.
for a good couple of years, I played the hell out of that thing. I would sometimes go all the way over there and just kind of pop in a few quarters on like days off or sometime after work if I got off work early. Unfortunately, though, that place has closed down, and I don't know what happened to that cabinet. I hope it went to somebody else, or it's just being preserved somewhere nice and neatly, because I know how those Model 1 cabinets and boards can be. Aren't those the ones that are prone to overheat?
What? Makes sense to me.
I just remember reading or hearing somewhere that, like, there were no actual fans in a lot of Model 1 boards, so if they aren't properly temperature set, those things will just overheat and melt.
Holy shit.
It's kind of like, what's another... I feel like there's a few other instances where it does, some kind of electronic thing just doesn't have a fan, and it will just burn itself out if it's not careful.
Yeah, that all checks out to me.
But yeah, long story short, hopefully that VF1 cabinet is somewhere safe and can be used again for generations to come. Because VF1 is fun.
It has moon jumps.
It has jumps. It has. It.
It has the... But you know what it doesn't have?
Got me.
Jesus?
It doesn't have... Wait, hang on. Is Jackie gonna say it? Aw. I thought he was gonna do the... It's like you're moving in slow motion!
I wish you could pick which wind poses you do. Sorry, wind animations you get.
I'm surprised
Usually-
there isn't something like, say, pushing a single direction on the freaking pad or something like that will bring up a specific pose.
Let's see if you can walk the walk. Round 1. Ready, go!
Let's see if you can walk.
Aside
Remember,
from
Prince,
that,
it's 6 frames.
for other things, AM2 related, what's everybody else's other favorite, like, AM2 fighting game aside from Virtua Fighter? I have a good feeling on what a lot of people probably say here.
Fighting
This
Vipers.
is always, you know what? Fuck it. I never got the damn it. Did we skip me?
No, oh, I'm sorry.
No,
go ahead.
it happens all the time. Don't worry. More importantly, I don't even remember how I got started with Virtual Fighter. I think I tried to, like, get my foot in the door with 2. I played one maybe once in my life. But as soon as I got the opportunity to play 5, I did. And oh boy, I love the fuck out of it. Since then, I've played all of the games. It's very good. It's probably like one of my favorite Sega franchises to this date. And I'm glad that the series is still beloved by many people. So AM2 titles we like. Yeah, go on.
Oh, let's see, Prince, you mentioned obviously Fighting Vipers, and that's also probably going to be my answer, because I absolutely adore Fighting Vipers.
Why do you adore fighting? Never mind. Yeah, well, actually, no, yeah, what? Say it out loud, come on.
Because it's cool, loud, and bombastic. Duh.
Like you.
Thank
I
you.
mean, hey, you'll get to see some answers to that sometime this month, given it's on, at least something related to it is on the docket.
Like Fighters Mega Mix?
Exactly, and that is probably one of my favorite Sega Saturn fighting games ever.
What's your
If
favorite
not one
Sega
of my
Saturn
favorite fighting games ever.
game? What's your
Alright,
favorite
GG's.
Sega Saturn fighting game?
GG.
No, I said, it's Fighters Mega Mix is probably my favorite Saturn fighting game, if
Now,
not...
what's your favorite Saturn game? Is it Mr. Bones?
Beat me with that?
Yes.
Bug.
Okay.
I really love Bug.
You and your fucking bugs. So yeah, AM2 games, in general. I like Last Bronx a lot.
I wanted to like Last Bronx. I mean, it's got my hometown in its name.
It's okay. It wanted to like you too, but unfortunately it just didn't make the cut.
I'll give it 100%.
Played a bit of Last Bronx, actually, when I was hanging out with Miles one day, and I really enjoyed what I played of it. Ah, shit.
You know, they made a little live action movie of
before
it.
the round call even disappeared. Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, I know they made a live action.
Well, not really a movie. It's more like a short video.
Yes, they made a live action short film out of Last Bronx, and it's kind of rough.
Ow.
Which you know it's not
Ow.
rough. Rumble in the Bronx. Jackie Chan movie.
Well, should I mention what I also have to agree that Fighting Vipers one is wonderful, but I have to say it's mostly because of the Japanese Saturn version, which
With
has
Pepsi Man?
which has Pepsi Man in it, and he is my main in that game.
Why is he your main in that game?
I actually
He
won
likes
a
Pepsi.
tournament with him.
Huh?
I actually won a tournament with him, man.
Nice.
It's so good.
Do you remember what tournament it was? Or where, when it
I
happened?
think it was a fraud crew tournament of some sort.
Nice. Shouts out.
I
Sorry.
think it was. It might have even been hosted by Peter, but I'm not sure of it.
Miss Pete.
So did you end up telling the story about the VF machine with the gum stick onto it?
Yeah, that was the one thing I forgot to mention. That Virtua Fighter cabinet had a freaking piece of, like, what I assume is mint gum right stuck on the side of it. Of Jackie's face. After this set, I'll post the picture of it. I still have that photo on my phone.
That was the
That's
cabinet's calling
nasty.
card, and that's what made it so me and Robo were able to tell that we had crossed the same paths and used the same control panel, because I had
Ooh.
seen that same VF machine
Someone's going over right
Uh,
now.
at an arcade in the main mall back before it closed down and would eventually have the round one disconnected from spectating the replay.
Happens to me too. I hate when that happens.
Do you want me to re-invite you?
No. I'm in the server. It's just the replay.
Oh.
The
The spectation.
spectating
You can't spectate no more.
Just
Yeah, that
to
happens every now
quickly
and again.
speak
Yeah.
on citing cabinets in the wild, I did see a Virtua Fighter 1 machine years ago in my local town center when there was a pizzeria right next door to the movie theater.
Damn.
It was in pretty good condition, too. It was an early cab that still had Siva in Akira's portrait box.
By the way, Eric, in the edit, if you don't mind.
This is a stream. I'm not editing shit.
That's right.
Sorry.
Remember? He didn't realize until way later.
No, fine. I'll put it in the corner. Just tell me what you want.
I'll just I'll post the picture of the freaking the Jackie with the gum on its face.
And if I remember to put it in, it'll go right there. Oh, right. I forgot you could do that. Hold on. What do I press to do this? There we go.
We're going nuts.
You can use some work on your defense, Robot.
Hey,
I
Frost,
am
you can be a little
hitting
nicer.
I am hitting a lot of these fucking somersault kicks. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey, Frosty, he's all about strikes. He doesn't need to block. Besides, it's robot. He doesn't block.
But I know I've heard it a million times before. I get you. The tactic is see how many times I can hit you with my face, and see what comes out right.
What's gonna come out is your fucking teeth.
Phrasing.
Excuse me. What's gonna come out is your teeth? I'm sorry. Huh? How's that sexual?
To someone it is.
Prince, I'm gonna come over to your house and teach you the meaning of humor.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty funny as is.
Not on purpose.
You have a dictionary for that, or
I've got a... You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna use all of my brain power to stand a chance against Froster.
I don't know. You stood a chance against me before in this game pretty well.
true.
May I ask?
But you weren't playing as the man who's faster than lightning. I gotta put everything into this. The flying kick is a fearsome weapon.
So
If I'm not careful, I'm gonna die.
I should give Jeffrey a shot.
He's pretty good.
I also love how they never fixed the spelling
my
of
God, he
Jeffrey. It's Jeffrey, not Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait,
Free.
so how? Go on.
How do you spell Jeffrey in normalcy? Jeffrey.
You know how to spell it. Come here, boy.
Wait, did I mess it up? Ah.
Yes, you did.
Hold on. Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeff G. Whatever, it don't matter. This bit's dumb.
Oh,
Nice. How y'all in the chat doing? You liking this?
I'm liking it. Smiley face.
It's a dangerous game I'm playing.
aha! I found it. There it is.
Jesus,
The well, this could be seen as a religious figure.
the Covenant, the Ark of the Covenant.
Ew.
Something tells me that somebody just didn't like Jack.
Somebody got hit with the kick spot bam way too many times.
That spiky-haired buck, they said as they slammed gum onto his face.
But we were also talking about like favorite AM2 games aside from like Virtua Fighter, and pretty much everybody here was
Oh my
unanimously
goodness.
just mentioning.
You know, I'll give
fighting
another one.
Vipers.
Daytona, obviously.
Oh my goodness.
What else is there? Anything else?
I mean, another obvious one would be like Sonic the Fighters.
Ooh, the King of Route 66. That's a little later release of theirs.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was them.
I saw the cab once out in the wild, but I only really played it through a PS2 demo disc that we got with the magazines. Basically, this crazy trucking game.
Those trucker games, I kind of lump together. Like, it's that American 18-wheeler and Big Rigs that, in my
Now, hold on. I don't think you should be lumping Big Rigs in there, because at least the other two games were actual games.
Let him
Well,
finish.
that's the thing. I know that, like, Big Rigs is Big Rigs, and that the other two are actual good games. But, like, when I was young, I didn't know what the hell those were, so I thought, like, what's this? And what's that? Wait, people said this game was bad? And, like, I didn't know the difference. So, like, I thought, they're all games where you drive a really big truck. And I had no freaking clue on what they were, so,
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
that is pure ignorance on my end. So I will say, I think out of all of them, I think American 18-wheeler is probably one of my favorites, just from what I have played of it.
I think that
I
was
remember-
really
I
fun. I
remember
think it's
playing
really
that.
funny that the crowds still look like the way they do in Virtua Fighter 5.
Good. That means the game's easier to run.
Yep.
Yeah.
That just shows how well
That,
the game
or
is aged, I'd say.
sometimes to help out on stuff like that, they won't render their backs fully. They
Good.
only show you the polygons you need to see.
I don't need that Tekken shit where there's 8 sheep fighting each other on the lawn. Sorry, he is the strongest.
So one thing that really made me enjoy Virtua Fighter more when I finally came back to it as a wizened older gentleman, man, whatever, who cares, was that I had gotten into combat sports like karate and MMA. So now I see a lot of this and I'm like, I see where they got the influence. Like, for example, Jeffrey here was based off Willie Williams, a real-life karateka who traveled to Japan, trained with Masoyama, and killed a bear.
Allegedly.
No, he killed the
was-
bear. The alleged part is that the bear may or may
was
not have
drugged.
been old or drugged.
That bear was definitely drugged.
But still, oh shit, classic. But still, that sealed his influence in Japanese pop culture as the bear killer.
Which is why we have characters like Kushna / Marco Rodriguez.
Thank you.
A bit of Paul Phoenix's thing with Kuma. And
Uh,
also the bear that shows up in Battle K Road.
Yes, thank you. That was on the tip of my tongue. Oh, he also did a spot of early JMMA because he was in Akira Maeda's promotion, Rings. And as such, he was actually included in Astral Bout 3 on Super Famicom.
Cool.
But apparently Mo tells me that his character might have been unfinished because there's certain things his character can't do that others can.
Damn.
I miss Mo.
Me too. He's not dead!
I know I keep doing that. So rude of
You
me.
can still miss him, but not having not seen him, you know?
Yeah, but it's weird how he's saying it. That's the problem.
Oh, and Zazzy from Fighter's History has said by horseplay. What? He's alive,
Yeah.
guys. Can you believe it?
Okay, I'm glad he's alive, but it's like, yeah, I'm not surprised he came in just for the correction. That man is the fucking that man is fact check the fighting game character.
Damn, it was good to see you, dog. Good to hear you're still
I
kicking.
swear,
Yes, come on. No!
eat my ass. Not you.
No, I've seen where you've gone.
Not you, Miles. I like you. You're cool. Unfortunately, I have to do my best to kick your ass.
Viva says they want to see him take on Cocaine Bear. Huh. I'm sorry,
Well.
dog. That's kind of lame.
Your friend Viva is from New York.
No, she's not. She's from Mexico.
Oh. Well, that sidetracked me so hard I got kicked in the fucking chest.
Nice. Good job, V. You made him lose.
Something that Prince can't do, unfortunately.
Anyways, Horseplace, he said to go back to a eternal slumber. He just came in to say hi.
Nice to see you.
Good to hear from you, dog. Be safe.
Bye.
Anyways, yes, Viva says she's Latina. And if I remember correctly, she said she was moving up to Michigan and that maybe she might come to visit New York.
Okay, understandable. Twice! What is it about Kage that's throwing me off?
Horseplay says, I promise to show up more often. I've been busy. No, it's fine. You don't gotta show up. You don't, remember, E-Town's for fun. You don't gotta be here if you don't wanna. Or whatever.
I'll shoot if I need to.
Shoot on what? He's been quieter than a church mouse.
When was the last time you went to church?
2010?
Hold that thought.
My mom's the one who goes to church.
Prince,
What?
you weren't actually supposed to answer that question.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
Use your... You know what? Never mind. Don't worry.
No, use my what? Come on, finish the joke. Let's hear it.
You have to use that brain of yours, but unfortunately all your brain power went to that fucking nose of yours. That's why it's so... That's why it glows so blue.
Racist.
So clowns? Definitely.
So you admit
Doesn't even
that.
dispute it. Well,
Miles,
that was
please
a
kick his
throwback.
ass really hard this time. Please do him dirty in front of his daddy.
His daddy?
In front of my dad.
Yeah,
Shame
do
me in
him
front of my
dirty
dad.
in front of his
Unlock
daddy.
a chapter to this story here.
Yeah, do me dirty in front of my daddy. You never seen that quote? That's by Sun Tzu in the Art of War. Do them dirty in front of their daddy. Right next to Lao Tzu's other quote. You're only minus if you're a bitch.
And of course, we can't forget to, when there is fighting to. I botched the quote from the Soldier trailer.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight.
Thank you. Yes, that's the one. Sun Tzu said that, and I think he know a little bit more about it than you do, pal, because he invented it. Rest in
And
peace,
he
Rick May.
perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor.
I'm going to stand a chance now. Oh! Oh my goodness!
Keep trying to do pursuits and it's making me do a flip attack.
Good lord in heaven. I keep trying to do his follow-up grab, but it keeps making me sidestep. I gotta remember the proper input for it. Go for it, Miles. You son of a bitch.
Yo,
Oh my-
I was talking on Virtua Fighter 5 also remind me. Anybody else here remember that old fucking April Fool's gag with the
Where they're doing
Virtua Fighter.
Hadokens and stuff.
yeah, they're just doing
awesome.
Street Fighter ass shit.
I remember that. That was amazing.
I unironically posted that one somewhere and said, I wish Virtua Fighter was more like this. Oh, I would go back in time and slap the shit out of me for that one.
Maybe.
You know, in a dark timeline, that is probably a route that they would have taken to try to make Virtua Fighter appeal to the modern fighting game crowd of Tekken 8 and all that.
Oh, my
To
turn.
be honest, I would like to try out a game like this, but with a lot more magic. But like, I also
More
don't.
magic? Okay.
But I also think that it would not be necessary to do it to this.
Now, having said all that, a
Tekken?
spin-off or an extra mode would be great. I mean, like, yeah, sure, you could say Tekken, but
There was an extra mode in Final Showdown, and they took it
At
away
the-
from this.
At the risk of sounding like, oh, how does that fit with that? I would say that the Budokai games are basically that.
A little bit. They certainly. There are certain I definitely do feel the Virtua Fighter in the terms of chains and shit. Oh, what?
there's that in the Asuka. I'm sorry, there's that in the Yu Yu Hakusho PS2 game. And there's
Miles, why are you
also-
directly talking to me when you can just talk to me
Because I
right
didn't want
now?
to interrupt the conversation.
Yeah,
What
that's
do I
smart.
do? What do I hit?
I think someone has to just leave so it'll kick everyone out or something. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me see if that'll do anything.
No.
Actually,
Um,
I'm all right with bowing out for tonight. Because
no. Let me just Alt F4 and I'll just reopen the game.
Oh no, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm down with doing one more match, and then I don't think I'll take off for tonight.
All right, I'm opening up the game again. It does this sometimes.
Come on, Froster. Let's have one more bout.
I'm faster than lightning.
I'll win. Wait a minute. What does he say before a match? I always forget. I only focus on what he does after. Just win.
Well, maybe we'll find out now.
I care more about the hot dog and not the grandstanding.
Alright, this is where I fall down. Great. Shit, I forgot to block.
Oh, in a situation like this, there's only one thing I can do.
Nice.
Thank goodness. He gently picks you up and then decides, go over there. Have a seat. Damn. 9 frames. I have to remember that. Oh! 9 frames. Sorry, 6 frames. I have to remember that. Oh! I have to block it standing. I have to remember that. Oh! I have to strike. I have to remember that.
Did you say pocket sand?
No. 9 frames. I have to remember that. I have to strike. I gotta remember that.
You gotta block it low. You gotta block it high. You gotta remember that.
Can never forget that.
I forget. Do they have the old little Easter egg where if you just keep rolling forward with Kage?
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
that's in here. That's still in here.
Good.
Miles was X years old when they found out about that.
We were all X years old when we found that out. Alright?
That's right. Go on, Miles. You want to talk about that little tidbit?
Oh, I just did not know that it made the funny spinny noise. That's all.
Would you like to talk about the story of how it... You know what? Never mind. Oh! That was your undoing, Froster!
Don't
I don't
taunt
even
so
remember-
easily.
I don't even remember what I did.
Well, you did the Bryant kick, but unfortunately, you weren't in the proper range, so when you did it, you got kicked in the face.
Ah, okay.
Alright, let me... Oh, Miles, were you able to get back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
It put me in the end of the lobby though.
Hold on, I'll move myself back for you.
Boba and Musubi.
That's right. Are you ready, Froster? Let's rock.
You know, if Jackie really wanted to win this fight right now, all he'd have to do is headbutt Jeffrey
pull out
right
a
in the
gun?
chest.
Maybe. There's only one problem with that, Prince. It's Jeffrey McFucking Wild.
One other thing I'm also just happy is that we're getting another 3 fighting game that isn't just Tekken. Like,
Yeah,
even
so all
if
the other
someone-
yeah, all the other hustlers have unfortunately either retired or fucked off.
Looking at you,
Or
dead or
ironically-
alive.
Looking at you,
Ironically-
Soul Calibur.
That one actually is kind of sad.
Ironically, in the case of freaking DOA, some of the guys that worked on that eventually just went to work on Tekken 8.
Most of them. As soon as DOA died, which makes you wonder why they were hired to work on it, considering they killed DOA.
Maybe fucking Harada wanted to stick it to what Itagaki.
He long since left.
Yeah, but you know, make some form of spit in his eye.
By making his game worse?
I mean, I was
Yeah,
trying to
I'll
go
be
somewhere, and I don't know, and I don't appreciate you just sandbagging it so hard.
Alright, Mr. Man. I'll be more
Either way,
just-
fuck Itagaki. He's kind of a cunt.
Yeah, he is. I don't want Tekken to suffer as a result. Don't put them in the blast zone.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, no. Apparently it's a friendly rivalry, according to Rich.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually read that whole little thing that Harada talked about how they finally met up again a few years after their whole the whole thing between them with working on DOA and Tekken, and then they managed to patch things up between them.
alright, Miles.
Right.
I'm gonna have
What's
one
up?
more match against you and then call it. Oh! Oh.
Oh,
They also have the New Year's tradition of Itagaki calling Harada with the drunk phone call.
Well, you guys have a good night. I shall bow out.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
everybody.
I see ya. Thanks for coming.
Take care.
later, man.
Take care.
Although there is one thing about Itagaki we can't shit talk. He got involved with NFTs.
Well, I mean, that's universal. That's just, yeah.
Anyway, presenting the Brad Show.
I got disconnected from spectating replay. What do I do now?
Just wait, I think.
I am still of the opinion that for Virtua Fighter 6, you bring back Brad, he just should be the host of his own talk show, The Brad Show, where he just shows off his shit.
I agree.
No, he's one of those humble brag YouTubers.
Shit,
Why am
I
forgetting
could see that.
There we go.
Brad,
Yeah, he's like the fucking guys like, you're in my garage, got this Lamborghini, and these bookshelves because
Oh,
I'm so
no,
smart.
Brad's cooler than that. Brad's cooler than that. Come on. Brad could kick that guy's ass in like a second.
to be fair, there are a number of guys that I imagine Brad could kick the ass of. I'm just wondering just how much of, like... Shit! Just how much of, like, the Virtua Fighter cast will be seen in 6. Because, like, I imagine it's a no-brainer that we'll probably be seeing the original lineup back from, like, VF1. But I'm wondering, you know, will we see anybody else, like 3 and beyond or something like that? I'd like to imagine that it wouldn't be too big of a ask to at least get most of the major mainstays from each entry back.
It's kind of the Street Fighter problem where every game they wait. No, wait, let me think this through. Let me think my thought a little more before I shoot the gun. The thing about Virtua Fighter is they very gradually added it. No, hold on. No, I don't know where I'm going, so I'm just gonna shut up.
I do get what you mean. In the case of something like Street Fighter, that's a franchise where, like, the roster ended up kind of expanding a lot between each entry and adding on to the fact of, like, different revisions of characters. That's not even counting updates. In the case of, like, Virtua Fighter, they never really had any, like, mid-game update like that. Like, even Tekken had that, but Virtua Fighter only had, like, a few of them with R.E.V.O and Final Showdown and all that.
Team battle.
Oh, well, they didn't add any new characters in Team Battle.
Oh,
Yeah, that was purely just because it's a console version and all that shit.
It has a team battle mode.
I mean, yeah, but my point still stands. It's not new characters and all that. It's home console version with a new extra mode available. So I feel like most of the VF cast will probably be in 6. I mean, I don't want to eat my words here, but I feel at least we have a pretty safe bet of most of the mainstays coming back. And even at that, we still have 5, like, right here for a lot of those other characters that don't make it in.
Yeah, VF5 kind of solidified itself as the forever game, and honestly, good on them because it's a really nice one to have. It's kind of like the most feature-rich and also the most diverse cast. And having it being so widely enjoyed and having it with rollback is a really good really safe bet to have in case VF6 doesn't quite meet expectations or is not what other VF fans want.
The Brad Show. That being said, though, I do still hope we at least see, like, Jean in there. Like, I mean, I'm purely speaking out of personal bias here. And to be fair, the only character that we didn't have for a hot minute was Taka Arashi, transitioning over from freaking 3 to 4 and then 5. But then we got him back in an update for 5.
Didn't they not put him in 4 because they couldn't figure out how to get his jump and being juggled state to work?
Something
It
like
was
that.
some technical issue, yeah.
It was related to his size, if I recall, but, I mean, hey, they managed to work that out with, 5, so... And I imagine they would want to keep things diverse for 6 as well, you know?
I think not bringing back Taka Arashi would be a mistake, honestly.
Yeah, he sat out he said. Why did they take him out of 4 after he was in 3? They already said that.
We were just
I
talking.
think, yeah,
about
just technical difficulties.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
Duh.
Shit.
Poor guy.
They couldn't get him with his big size to work for juggling and jumping.
But hey, wasn't for too long since he eventually got back in.
Who's next?
Who is next? Well, that'd be me
You.
because I have played the least tonight, and I'd like to get at least one more match set before we turn off for the evening.
How is it that I've won 3 and 8-star won a lot and some of you guys entered and re-entered the room?
Okay.
And I mostly got my ass kicked, I'll admit.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I won't go easy on you.
Coughing into my hands. Gonna give you some poison damage.
Gonna give you a fist of snot.
Oh, so what you're saying is, he's not inspired by General Tao, he's actually inspired by Bacterian.
Ew, I hated that guy so much.
God.
He reminded me of an equally gross character from Kengan Ashura. I forgot his name. His nickname was the Medicine Man. It's just this fat, ugly dude who cheated in all his matches.
Ew.
You know the best way to defeat Bacterian is
Don't have a nose?
pour water on him.
Whackety schmackety doo.
You know, I mean, he's never taken a bath and never intends to. And I mean, if you destroy his one advantage, then he's toast.
Would he be though? Because I remember he had pretty gnarly teeth too. He could still use that to get by.
That's true.
Well,
At his
whoa.
level, I don't think.
You got hit by that too?
Yeah, that was weird.
Let's just back up, smooth it out.
A bucket of water on one's head doesn't cure bad teeth.
Ready, go!
What the fuck? What is going on in my game right now? Something's up. To the point where like Steam was saying, "Oh, recording has stopped due to an error." Like, what is happening?
Maybe you pressed a bunch of keys and they.
No, I'm exclusively using.
It might
my
just
stick.
be an internet lag spike. Whatevs.
No,
I mean, it's
certainly felt like
working
something on my
fine
computer.
now.
Yeah, just weird.
Ouch.
Damn it. Nar. Good round.
What can I say?
I'm on top.
Douche.
What a douchebag.
The
The
bag
best
with
kind,
which
though.
one douches. Thank you for that joke, Archer. Well, I'm definitely going to look up at the lights after this one.
easy on you.
Like, not even on his sleeve, too.
Ready, go!
As I said, the fist of snot.
Yeah, an interesting thought. I wonder if they're actually going to consider doing any kind of guest character in VF6, but I would like to kind of them to hold off on that.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Or a final
I'm-
five
I'm-
guest
I'm
character.
I'm kind of tired of like guest characters being an expectation now, rather than like a big surprise.
That being said, Fighting Vipers, you could just put in Bond in there. I'm just saying, you know. Oh, who am I kidding? I want a whole ass new Fighting Vipers, pure and simple.
Ooh, good one.
The Fighting Vipers 3, if you will.
Yes, I
God willing.
desperately need it.
Although, if they ever do bring it back, they need to base Bond's armor off of the first game, because I did not like how it looked in the second.
You know what? I can understand that. As much as I absolutely adore Fighting Vipers 2, I can definitely see them kind of toning down on the extra crap on the characters, but
I just
more
didn't like how
cranking
the
up
armor
art
looked on
style.
him. I thought everyone else was fine. Just him. No. Go back to the original, please.
See, that's why I say, don't crank up the designs per se. Crank up the art style to be very,
Yes.
very grungy, very rough, very edgy looking, if you will.
You
In
okay
my head,
there?
it just
I'm good.
Armstone on Fire is still one of
Damn
the
it!
Armstone on Fire is still, oh my god.
that
Arm-
actually worked.
Old Armstone on Fire is still one of the best decisions they made.
Oh yeah, that stage kicks ass. Now, if there's any character that I could say
Disrespecting.
crank up their character design to 11, Honey. Like I can totally see her going off the walls for like a new outfit design for a new game.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Yeah, you did. A little bit of teabag for you. All right, that'll do it for us tonight. Virtua Fighter's back and it kicks ass. What more do we really need to say?
I hope to see Lau in Virtua
Huh?
Fighter
Wait,
6
hold on. My
being
brother
a
said
shriveled up
something?
prune. Oh,
Oh, he said when's Virtual on? Maybe. You never know.
If only.
Anyways, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for playing. And, well, look forward to the rest of Fighters February 8th because it's going to be a good one. I can feel it in my bones.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Well,
good
yeah.
night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night.
so